Hey guys, what's up? Hold on one second. Let me put a little filter up here. There we go. I like that one. What's up, y'all? Come on, baby girl. I got the princess with me. Let me show y'all real quick. My little princess. Anyway, quick video, guys. I wanted to talk about a few things. I know it's been forever since I've been here with the video, so I really apologize. Hey guys, what's up? Cool. So we back. Sorry, I just had to fix that real quick. We're gonna use this filter. Sorry, yeah, I was addicted. I was connected to my Wi-Fi, and I was leaving the house, so it was gonna fuck the stream up. But anyway, we back on 4G LTE and shit. So Boulder Botanics just was recently fined because apparently they're an older building and they don't have a very good filtration system for their odor, and apparently they were making the entire neighborhood that they are in smell like a weird skunky smell, I believe is exactly what they said. They said one resident said that it's a sour skunky smell that lingers throughout the neighborhood, and apparently they're very upset about it because they don't smoke weed. I wouldn't mind. I actually would enjoy it. I actually love driving down the street and being at stoplights and smelling weed everywhere. I love driving down the interstate and smelling weed from dispensaries cultivating and stuff like that. I just think it's really cool. But that's me. I use cannabis. I understand people that don't. So I just wanted to address that real quick. Come on, baby. Because I thought that it was pretty funny and pretty interesting. But also, one of the main stories that I wanted to address was the fact that, as everybody knows, that, come on, baby. Come on. Excuse me, the fact that everybody knows that California will be legalizing next year, come January 1st, and they are projected to make $5.2 billion next year. And this is still cash only. I don't know if a lot of people know this, but that's mainly what I wanted to address. Same thing here in Colorado. All these dispensaries are cash only, and some of them aren't necessarily cash only. They might let you use your card and whatnot, but they're not able to use banks due to federal law still being completely, with cannabis still being completely illegal in every level in federal law. Even though it's legal in Colorado, even though it's going to be legal in California next year, these dispensary owners are not allowed to put their money in banks. They can get hit with laundering charges and things like that. Banks won't accept their money because it's federally illegally obtained money, technically. I don't know why I'm having such trouble speaking. I just had a nap and shit. So, but anyway, because of that, baby, I don't even have a bag for you. Because of that, these companies are going to be at risk. These owners are going to be at risk, and we really need to address this soon because, in my opinion, what they're doing with this, for one, I understand that they don't want to, legalize federally, but in my opinion, by not allowing this to be federal and by saying that, they can't store this money in banks, you're kind of enabling crime. You're almost asking for fucking crime. And there have been several situations out here where these dispensaries have been robbed or attempted to have been robbed. And I did an actual video about a year and a half ago about a dispensary that was robbed, and one of the security guards was shot and killed. And this young man was about 30 years old and lost his life due to potentially the fact that they knew there was a lot of money in there. Now, they might have known there was a lot of weed too, but weed isn't necessarily something you can grow this shit, especially out here where it's legal. Now, people rob people for weed and shit like that in other states where it's prohibition, but in my opinion, the main draw for the robberies for these dispensaries is the fact that there's a lot of money there too. Now you can add the weed to it, like shit, if we rob this dispensary, we can get a fuck ton of money and a fuck ton of weed. And a lot of these dispensaries, if you go in, you'll see they have like huge gun safes, like the $2,000 ones, the huge waterproof, fireproof gun safes. They're like as tall as me, I'm 6'3". Some of these safes are fucking 6 foot tall and shit. And they're just stashed, full of money and full of product. I would like to think that they're doing something with this money and taking it somewhere, at the end of the business day, but in all actuality, it's probably safer to keep it in the business and these huge safes unless they have similar safes at their home. But at the same time, then they have to risk bringing that stuff home, potentially being followed home by people that are casing the dispensary and wanting to rob them. And now you have to worry about these people trying to rob your home. So would you want to take it home? Would you want to leave it at the business? What would you do with it? And I just feel like it's really bad, and it's going to create a lot of crime. I don't want to say this and put this out here in the universe, but I got a feeling we're going to see some shit in Cali next year. There's been some situations in Colorado, and they're not really reported on too much by the media, but they have happened. With California being the mecca of weed for so long, I got a feeling that there's going to be a lot of precedent-setting things that are going to occur in California next year. And I just really hope that none of these dispos are robbed, that nobody's hurt. And I really hope that our government can get their fucking head out of their ass and do something on a federal level soon. At the very least, you know, pass some type of legislation that allows these dispensary owners to put their money in the bank. Because what's going on right now is just extremely unsafe. Anybody that owns a dispensary is at risk of being hurt. They're at risk of being followed home. They're at risk of being, you know, robbed at their business. And I feel like it's extremely irresponsible on the government's part, especially when we're looking at how big of a business this is, when California alone is going to make $5 billion projected next year, which they'll probably beat that. I'm going to say something like 5.6. We'll see. You guys come back to this video. In my opinion, I think California is going to do like 5.6 next year. I can't remember the exact numbers for Colorado, but you can look them up with an easy Google search. But it's just way too much fucking money flowing around, guys. It's way too much money, and when you don't allow these people to put it in banks, it's extremely dangerous. So I say all that to say I really encourage you guys to vote. I normally don't encourage people to vote because I feel like the presidential election and the electoral college and all that is a fucking scam. And I feel like it really doesn't matter. But I do feel like lower level legislation and like local legislation, things like that, tend to not be as skewed as, you know, federal and presidential elections. So I do think that they still play games on the local level too, and they kind of put in all this whoever the fuck they want to. But I feel like we have a better chance, especially when it comes for things like, you know, making marijuana legal on a federal level and things like that. There has been talks in the last year or so of the DEA descheduling cannabis, so it wouldn't be scheduled anymore, but not fully legalizing. So it's just interesting to see where we're going with all this. Sorry, I'm watching my baby. I don't know if you guys saw her earlier. That's my baby though. But I don't know if you guys have been paying attention or whatever, but you know, we could potentially see federal legalization this year. We'll see, because California is a huge state, man. So if they sell, I gotta do a 360. Oh, if they sell enough this year, they may skew federal opinion. They may actually be the force behind federal laws changing. So we'll see, man. But I'm really excited a year from now to do a video a couple days after Thanksgiving and seeing where we're at, seeing where California's at as far as sales, as far as crime and things like that. And I just hope that everybody that's in this business or that shops at these businesses, that's another thing too. If you shop at a dispensary, you have to realize at any given moment, somebody can run in with guns and try to rob the place. So it's kind of scary. But anyway, I just I hope that everybody in these businesses and, you know, consumers of these businesses remain safe. I hope the federal government gets their head out of their ass. And I ask you guys, if you have any opportunity for anything that comes up as far as voting, that you do vote for federal legalization, or at the very least complete decriminalization, or something that will help these companies be able to operate like other companies. If you can imagine any other fucking business that wasn't allowed to put their money in the bank, it's just a complete, come on baby, it's just a complete, what's the word I'm looking for? It's a liability. It's a huge liability. But anyway, I'm gonna get out you guys' hair. I'll be back with some more videos soon. I appreciate you guys stopping by. And one more time for Odessa, say bye baby. All right, y'all, we out. Peace.